Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice Up the Classroom. I'm Ryan Reed. I'm here for 6 books in less than 7 minutes reviews. So, my first one is big surprise, especially when I found out she was releasing this, but I was really happy I picked up, and My Pencil Made Me Do It by Carrie Brownheim. You know what? A guide to sketchnoting. I have to say, someone who has been sketchnoting and has known Carrie for quite a while, this was still a fantastic book to pick up. I really loved Carrie's styling about the origins of what led her to sketchnoting, her relationship with her students, and how they've come up with the different things like the idea wall, the knowledge library, and other ways you can sketch, and even how to use these in the classroom. This is an amazing book here, and it's from Gladiators Publishing. I am already using some great ideas with this in my multimedia classroom. We're getting ready to start our animation unit, and we are going to do our idea floods once we finish up the unit here in this next week. I am really looking forward to. So whether you are an expert, a beginner, or mid-level sketchnoter, are looking for ways to use it with students or for your own curriculum, definitely pick up My Pencil Made Me Do It by Carrie Brownheim. And moving on to another one I've been trying to read for a while, and I finally got to do this. Another friend of mine, Dennis Sheeran. You might remember him from Instant Relevance. Well, he also had Hacking Mathematics, 10 Problems That Need Solving. One thing I like about the hacking education books is they really give you a lot of real world and experience that you can start using right away in the classroom. And they have a large book system, and it's been amazing. I've been starting to read more and more of them, and I've been kind of paying attention. But I recently did a Donors Choose, and I wanted to start working more in the maker spaces. And this was one of the books I really wanted to get. And the reason why is right here. What can you do tomorrow? This is actually from page 7. Do you hear? But plan tomorrow's question. You're teaching something tomorrow or reviewing something or testing something? Look for our plan, your review. Now plan a response to another question that can redirect towards better understanding. I really like this because even though Dennis is a math teacher, it doesn't matter what you teach. This is a great book to think about different ways you can hack your lessons, use mathematics, as well as other problems into maker spaces, pieces, and more. So highly recommend you pick up Hacking Mathematics by Dennis Sheeran. So now, guys, you knew it was coming up here, so I'm going ahead right here and gone into my day burgers consulting. After all, we have less than 5 minutes. I better get going. So my first one I'm going to go to is Teach Better. This is by Chad Ostrick, Tiffany Ott, Ray Hungen, and Jeff Garas. And let's face it, we've all been there. We have hard days, we have easy days, we have times things work, and sometimes where they don't work. We have administration that works with us, sometimes they don't. We have schools, we have students. Well, Teach Better is a really good book for that. Now, I will admit, first 5 chapters were right into me, and the last ones I have been doing or have experienced. But when I really wanted to page off page 63 right here, when they said, let's not forget, however, the power to face, nurture and sustain connection with another human being. It's best to understand when we make a connection with a student or another teacher, we are able to bring out more learning, better relationships, and greater rapport. And that right there is one of my favorite features of Teach Better, is about connecting these past stories, because we've all been there. But it is a really good book. If you're that teacher that's feeling burned out or wondering if you're doing right, well, guess what? Teach Better is the book for you. And speaking of Teach Better, one book I picked up and I jumped right into it, and you can see by all my post-it notes in here, is Katie Powell's Boredom Busters. Now, here's the truth. My current job, which I've now been in 3 years, when I came into it, I was hired 2 weeks before the semester started. I didn't have a lot of pieces. I had all these old worksheets, all these pieces thrown to me. I didn't know what to do with them. I kept them carefully and used them where I feel it, because I'm not a homework teacher and I'm definitely not a worksheet teacher. But right here, there is a plethora of pieces in here. Some of my favorites, such as Junk Drawer, Movie Nights, where you actually have students come up with their own movie title that relates to a subject or your lectures. Exercises such as 6 Degrees of Separation, which my students just did this past week, which they really, really liked, and more. Boredom Busters, A Teacher Beyond the Desk book is definitely for you from Katie Powell. Definitely check out this book. And also, speaking of checking out, yes, that's right, guys, it's the Educational Eye Exam right here by Alicia Ray. Alicia has got some wonderful pieces because she really looks at these through the eyes of going to the eye doctor. Now, I've always been good to my optometrist. I've always gone, got my checkups. I wear contacts and glasses. I take care of my eyes. I really do good. But I really like the way she really puts everything into perspective using it as like an eye exam in here, because she talks about some amazing things such as, does your PLC believe your students are your or my students or our students? How can you shift responsibilities to educate all students as our students? One of my biggest pieces is trying to give students more empowerment in the classroom and knowing that they have choice in their classroom. And I've not always succeeded, but I've also found many ways that have. And Alicia here has pointed out some nice pieces to actually guide you as well as give you some ideas of, as they say, creating your vision for education. So a really good piece here, Educating Eye Exam. And for my last but not least, and I picked this up book because I'll tell you something, guys, I had a whole week. It was probably one of my worst teaching weeks in years. Horrible. I had everything go wrong, from students to plans to lessons at home. It was just, I just wanted to crawl and go away for the weekend. Well, I picked up The Secret Sauce by our buddy Rich Shids right here, principle about ways to find that secret sauce that can help in your classroom. And see, I really like this book because, similar to Teach Better, Rich really gets into his personal talks about education, including his first year of teaching. And he talks about, looking for a way to be effective educators that make many mistakes. They reflect upon learning and grow with their mistakes. Rich right here told me, like, you know what, Ryan, things happen. Learn from them. They're not always bad learning lessons. They are amazing things to do. So, Rich, thank you for this book. I will give huge 5 stars for My Pencil Made Me Do It, Hacking Mathematics, The Secret Sauce, and of course, Educational Eye Exam. Huge, huge 5 stars, as well as great pieces right here with Boredom Busters. I will not put a pieces everything, but Teach Better. If you're thinking about questions in the classroom, I'll tell you right now, this book is great for other teachers beginning or feeling burnout for 5 stars, and it will go great with The Secret Sauce. These are 2 books they're implored. Well, guys, our 7 minutes is up. Check them out on my Twitter feed or onto my here, or leave a comment about my book reviews, and I'll see everybody later.